So, a common misconception about Lake Norman is that it's a big rural lake with cabins or something on it where you can kayak and it's so pristine. And so, I am coming on here today to kind of give you the skinny about Lake Norman. It is very built out. There are jobs, Starbucks on every exit. It are tons of communities completely built out. If you find a lot that's left on the water, it's probably going for 500,000 and up. 20 years ago, when they first started developing the lake, Duke Energy actually manages the lake for power, and they started building communities called Crescent communities on the lake, very prestigious communities, golf courses and whatnot. And they took off. It took off like wildfire, and all the subdivisions, all the builders came and followed suit and built the rest of the lake out over the last 20 years, and there's tons of community, tons of homes. It's very busy. The weekends on the lake are crazy. If you have a boat below 24 feet, you are rocking all over the place trying to get anywhere. Yes, there's tons of restaurants. Yes, there's tons of marinas. It's 500 miles of shoreline. There is so much activity. It just blows people's minds. And if you're looking for an on-the-water home, 2,500 square feet up with a dock and a view, you're looking at 1.2 million and up. Pretty much anywhere. And most people want to live on the east side where 77 is, where you can get up and down and go to Charlotte and be quick on the highway. But I will tell you, there is traffic. There is tons of people. If you ask anyone in Lake Norman where they're from, it's not from Lake Norman. They're all from New York, New Jersey, California, Pennsylvania, Maryland. If you find an original OG like Lake Norman resident, that's crazy. My husband's born and raised Mooresville, North Carolina, so he is the OG, and he said that he used to live in the country and the city moved to him. So no, there are not really any farms. It's not rural. It's not cabin-like. I mean, these are like big homes. Like, there are some homes on the lake for 12 million, 4 million, tons and tons of big, huge mansions all over the place, packed in together. Another misconception is that everyone has water and sewer. If you're on the lake, you probably do not have water and sewer except for Cornelius and Huntersville. The rest of the lake is on septic and well. Weird, right? But the lots are bigger. It's, people really like that the lots are larger to accommodate a well and septic. And people see pictures of Lake Norman and it's like so dreamy. But honestly, sometimes the residents of Lake Norman are just stressed out over the traffic on 77. They're stressed out over jobs. They're stressed out over how busy the lake is, how expensive everything is. Food is expensive, you guys. There's so many people trying to visit Lake Norman. The restaurants are packed every night. It's hard to get a reservation. It is like a touristy area. So there's tons of boat rentals. I mean, you got to know this before visiting the area. So I just kind of wanted you to know. And like affordability, maybe if you're coming from one of the states that I mentioned before, it's affordable to you because the taxes are way lower and the real estate prices are way lower. But for the OG residents of Lake Norman, they have been freaking out over the tax increases, the prices of homes, the prices of rentals. So again, it's not a rural lake. If you drive 30 minutes outside of Lake Norman, east or west, you will probably find the farms and whatnot. Maybe go north to Statesville or past Statesville. But it's not rural, and it's like an hour to drive into Charlotte, and there are toll roads. So just know that.